Yeah.
What do you remember about that first year managing and how you felt? What kind of pressure maybe you felt?
Well, I mean, you know, you manage your ball club, and you know your talent better than anybody else, and go with your instincts, do the things that you think are right, and everything will work out. You know, you got to be able to weather the tough times. Always remain optimistic. You know, good things happen. Sometimes it takes a little longer than most of us like.
You remember your first managing victory?
No, I don't. I don't live a whole lot in the past, but I remember my first day on the job in New York in spring of 1984. I remember it was about the 5th or 6th inning in St. Pete, and I was putting a bunch of guys into the game, you know, to get them some ABs, and we had a little rally going. And Bobby Valentine was actually my third base coach, and all of a sudden, got made out. We ran off the field. I came in as I was doing the lineup card. I looked at it after we were back on the field, starting to pitch, and I said, am I going nuts here? Did we run off the field with only 2 outs? And so my first day on the job wasn't real memorable because I took full responsibility for my team only getting 2 outs and a rally going, and we ran off the field.
Right.
So weird things happen, but keep the faith.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Right. Of course, you've managed in the big cities like here in Chicago, and you know what the pressure and expectations are like too. Like,
well, one thing I learned a long time, you know, it's always good to have a little glass bubble around yourself in hard times, and don't let all the negative criticism get to you. In New York, if things were going bad, I didn't read the tabloids. You know, I didn't want anything to change the way I was feeling about my ball club and about the way I was going to manage it. And I recommend that for anybody. It's harder if you're from, like if I was from New York, I grew up there, I would probably take criticism more personally, and it could affect the way I would manage a ball game. So I think it's important to keep your distance at times from negative criticism, and however you do that is a good thing.
How has the game changed from your earlier years of managing to now?
Changed a bit.
Really?
Same game. You know, there might be a little more coverage, Facebook, Twitter, all these other media things, but you know, there's more instantaneous news all around the globe. But that's no big deal.
It's always good to get a good start, like you had the first couple years.
Yeah, you know, you got to. I always believe in good starts. You know, so, but I wish Dale all the success in the world.
Great.